My name is Han Jin. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Lucid VR, and I'm very excited to meet you.
I'm very excited to be talking with you. Tell me first, what are the most important, most exciting features of the current LucidCam?
I think the compact size was just very important to me. It fits into your pocket, so it doesn't add up a big, you don't need to bring it in a bag or anything else. And the 3D perspective with peripheral vision and depth, that was very important for me to have in virtual reality. I mean, like with LucidCam, you can see vertical and horizontal, like 180 degrees. And that gives you the pure immersion, which you don't have like with any other cameras, which were 3D in before.
When did you decide to make the camera?
That was like 3 years ago, and it was primarily because my co-founder came up with a technology where he wanted to mimic human eye behavior. And so he was building something which looked like a robot. And I said, can we shrink it down? Can we make it small? Can we put it into a pocket? And that's when we started building the LucidCam itself. And so for me, most exciting was when he showed me the first demo. And the first demo was when he captured a baby crawling towards the camera, trying to touch the camera. And it felt like the baby was crawling towards you if you saw that. And we used at that time Oculus DK1. And it was super pixelated, but the baby was still crawling towards you and starting to touch. And 3D, it's incredible when they reach out with the hands towards your eyes, and the eyes which you have are LucidCam's eyes, right? That was an incredible moment where I decided to, I have to build something like that, maybe not for others, but for myself. And that's how everything started.
Well, when you say for yourself, were you involved in VR other than this experience before?
No, I wasn't. I wasn't much involved. I definitely looked into robotics because my background is engineering. But for me, I wanted to build a camera like that which can capture my own memories in the future, and then being able to store them and then go back in time and feel like I'm there.
So you did a crowdfunding to get started, right? How'd that go?
That's correct. I would say it was fine. We successfully closed it at $100,000 something, $120,000. And I would have, at that time there were so many things to figure out, especially as a new company as ours. We were like 6 months in and then started doing crowdfunding. Sometimes crowdfunding needs more capital in order to take off, right? And it needs a lot of experts and a great team who has done it before that. And for us, something which we have done for the first time, it was actually pretty good.
There were a couple of other people that tried to do very similar things at the time that you did it.
Oh, yeah.
That didn't work.
Yes.
Why do you think yours has been successful?
That's a great question, and I always see a lot of ideas around me, especially in the Valley, Silicon Valley. They are just like I tell everyone, a circle of 25 miles, right? You have another 50 people doing exactly what you do, right? I think a lot of people talk about ambition, working hard, and a better future which they want to work on, or a product they get excited with. And at the beginning they are super excited and passionate about it, but like when it gets hard, when the road becomes really challenging, then they give up. And I think a big difference between a successful entrepreneur or any company which is still around and someone who is just passionate about an idea and start doing something is that through those hard times we commit and we decide to stick with it. I mean, over the last 2.5 years we went through so much hardship. We went through so many challenges. If someone would have told me that building a hardware device is so hard, probably I wouldn't have even started, right? I mean, but we just decided and always committed to continuously work on it. So we never give up, no matter how hard it was. And I think it's a big credit to my team, a big credit to my co-founder who sticked around, because along the way a lot of people left me too. And to continue, nevertheless, what happens to you is always a big challenge for yourself.
What are the things that are coming for LucidCam in the future?
For the future, I mean, so how I see the market, right, and the VR and the AR market, I see it as a very intertwined market. I don't think there's a very isolated separation of both. And especially with LucidCam, because we are creating 3D immersive content, for us it's very likely that we will be able to tackle both markets. That means the LucidCam, the next version, where we will be focusing on improving the performance, where we will focusing on bringing down the pricing so that we reach more mass consumer market, will also have additional AR features. And so I'm just very excited, what the camera can do, because we decided to put the hardware approach, but put the pyramid upside down, where we preload the hardware and make the hardware as good as we can, and then really expand and scale on the features which the camera can do, and just delight our customers with surprising things which will come down the road.
Okay, thank you very, very much.
Thank you.
Great to meet you.
Great to meet you.